I really do believe that the Lord is leading you to what I'm going to call a Renaissance church. And that I'm going to preach on it so you can understand some more. But I just want to say this. I saw this church, and your church is going to be more like a flash mob than it is a church. I think it's about a building, but I also think it's about a city. I think it's how you're going to happen, but then you'll do the same thing in the city, and it's as if all of a sudden in the city the sound happens again, and you know to regather that something's up. And it's more that than it is a formal come and sit in lines. I want to invite you to commit yourselves to the journey.
Everyone is so real and so genuine and transparent and honest.
It's unrealistic how free this place is. It's amazing just to step in and be a part of it.
There's a sense of community, and I love the relationships I've made here.
Since I've been here, I really know, God, you are loved. You are so loved.
Hi, we're Dan and Sherry, and we are the senior leaders of Center City Church. Over the last 9 years of Center City Church, we have experienced a lot, we've gone through a lot, we've done a lot, and all of those things were right things to do. But we were trying so hard to find who we were in those things, but actually what we found is that it's a culmination of all of them. And that's why our heart is to convey to every single person and help every single person understand that there is more. There is more, and that's really what our heart is, and that's what we want you to consume. We want you to understand that when it comes to God, there's more. And we want you to understand that when it comes to you, there's more.
There is more, and because there is more, there needed to be a Vision 100, because Vision 100 extends beyond 2014, 2015. It's a vision that's married to the prophetic and says, God, what do you want to see happen over the next 100 years? What do you want to see happen in Greensboro? What's going to happen in North Carolina? And what is supposed to happen all over the world? And how are we a part of that? Because what's happening in Greensboro is not just for Greensboro. It's eventually for the world. One of the most substantial things we did was start the ministry school, Convergence School of Leadership. And we started that school with one purpose in mind, and it wasn't just to have a school. It was to get the culture of revival into the people. But this revival will be pushed forward through the momentum of community. Community always sustains revival, and we are looking past into the next 5 years and saying, how can we cultivate a bigger momentum in revival?
One of the things that we're going to be doing is in 100, IN 100, which means Influencers Network 100. This is something that we're developing for you specifically.
Yeah, this is going to be a training and an equipping just for people at Center City Church.
One of the ways we're going to be using in 100 is using it as a training zone for people who are interested in becoming business people in the city. We want to release businesses in the city from our own people. You'll go through in 100 training, and then you'll go through a Life Innovators training that will help equip you to build your business, start your business, market your business, and then we want to help you release that into the downtown area. One of the things that has been prophesied over us is that we would be a Renaissance church, and the city would be a Renaissance city. To get there, though, it doesn't happen overnight. It really does come by steps. And to get to the Renaissance, first of all, you have to have a revelation. And God gives the revelation, and it's up to us to make the revelation a part of us. It's up to us to become reformed and start a reformation. But the reformation starts within us, within the body of Christ. And it's us operating in that reformation. And when we start operating in it, when we start trying it out, that's the headwinds to revival.
I know God will not leave us alone until Greensboro is transformed. And that is the cry of our hearts, and we believe it's the cry of your heart as well, or you wouldn't be here. That our city has to be transformed, until our city's transformed, until every aspect of our city's transformed, until there's no more need in our city, until there is no more lack in our city, until we see businesses prospering and we see people's lives changing.
We all have a story, we all have a history, and part of our history in the building of our own personal history is going to be what changes history in the future. And that's really what our heart is not just to come and make an impact in the community, but it's to start a legacy and cultivate an atmosphere for the next generation to just jump into. Just the fact that we say and we state and we believe there's more means we get to experiment. We get to try things. We get to have fun with it. And so I want you to join us in trying it out, because there's more. There's more for all of us.
The atmosphere and the culture that's been created here is so honoring and so respectful and such a safe, great place to grow.
The heart of Center City is the city. And I mean, it's the name, but it's the heart. It's the heart, it's the city.
It's my joy that God has brought me here to be a part of that.